Alrighty, hello, folks. Howdy, Nora. I've had a pretty good day. I mean, not really. No, I woke up sore today. My arms are completely dead. Can barely move them. They're like locked in a 90-degree position. If I stretch them out too far one way, it's like muscles are just like nope, not allowed to do that. But other than that, I'm pretty good. Are you gonna power wash my sins away? You know, now I'm curious. How powerful can a bidet be? But no, hello everyone. Hello, Ekib Sugil. I don't know how to pronounce some of that. But hello, Yum Sock. Well, what a username that is. Just Sock. And the percussionist, I see you. And John Blake. And underscore 3D. And Sunset Wales. Alright, so we're going to be doing the exact same thing that we did last stream. This time I'm going to load in that mod that people were talking about, the adjustable spud gun thing, because apparently it can shoot out water better than the actual water gun, so... But yeah, I also spent a little bit of time off camera improving some of the logic bits. So building a car wash doesn't seem like... I mean, it might be possible still. I'm still, like, holding out hope. But I'm going with the power wash thing because it seems like that's going to be a lot easier to actually build and get going. Bald Durfo? Oh, no. My Durf doesn't look anything like me right now. In fact, quite the opposite of the hair situation is going on. You know, all the hair being on top and not on the chin like this dwarf. All right, so I got a lot of things to show you guys because I did some stuff off camera. Yeah. Can I even show you? So I mean, if you weren't here for the last stream, how far on the car wash do you have? The car wash idea is completely scrapped. So if you weren't here on the last stream, I just ended up creating like a module like this for. It's just so I could build an entire wall out of this stuff, and shooting it with water will eventually make it clean. So it goes from a dirty state to a clean state, and there's also the option of bringing it back to the dirty state. Gosh, I don't know if my game's lagging or what. So anyway, with that, I built an entire, an entire wall out of it. An entire wall with a camera-controlled seat with a water gun. So this is basically it just says power wash wall test. And yeah, you can see the logic behind it is kind of very inefficient. You have no idea how silly this is, actually. So let me just go ahead and show you. Because, well, like... Okay, so looking at this, you can very easily tell that there's redundancies. Like carrying around... you can't really see my cursor, but... Carrying around the like all those counter blocks just with an RGB value to store the clean color and the dirty color. You don't have to repeat that over and over. So I was doing a bunch of tests over here, lots of different like tests to set up how you can minimize the amount of repeated blocks in a much larger build. And here, here I was thinking about you can ignore everything down here. This is not part of it. It's just for display, but. Here was more or less the concept of using the counter blocks themselves to say the dirty or clean color. So then this section of the logic on the right just includes the differences to go from one color to the other. And it's only measuring, what is it? Oh, it's just measuring how many times you've applied the differences. Yeah, okay. So it's a little bit different than this. This is also a pain to, this is a pain to, you know, wire linearly like this. It's, but hey, that's how you get, like, a single module that you can copy-paste. We're just gonna get rid of this now. Because it's old and inefficient and blech. So this one's a lot more compact. You can ignore the stuff on the left for now, but, basically, the clean button would just be right here, and you just go boop, 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 up to 10 times, and then it's not going to apply the differences anymore. And you can see the color code right here for the blue color, 50, 150, 250. So resetting it is this bit of logic right here, and I'm actually just using tick buttons on the counters themselves to adjust this number, boop, back to dirty values, which is 150, 60, 0. And yeah, that was well, we'll get into it a little bit, but I just have just to explain the process of all the different ways of doing the exact same thing. So on this one, I did the exact same thing as the module before, where you have the dirty value stored in counter blocks here, and the differences stored in other counter blocks. So the thing that's actually controlling the output color is just the addition between those and how much you've multiplied those differences. So it's either just going to be clean, or clean plus the difference times 1, or plus the difference times 2. So that would be -20 in the red channel. And so on until you get to clean. And it's the same check where you just check if it's, you know, up to 10 times that you've done that. But doing it this way, you can see, like, I don't have to repeat all of these blocks over and over again for every single RGB block. The repetition is just here, the thing that actually counts the differences for each one. And then, of course, there's a little reset button for each, which just resets the multiplication back to 0. So you're adding 0 of these differences into the color. I think that was a great way to actually do it. And if I'm repeating these end pieces, like, I don't know, up to 100 times over, it's going to be a lot of logic to connect. It's really a pain in the butt. So then I tried this over here. You can see there's much less logic. Like this, let me show you. Right here, this tiny little section of like 8 blocks. Check it out. It's the exact same thing, much smaller, much smaller. And how I did that, it was so silly. I'm just like a huge dummy dingus, because well, I just doing this off camera, like I made another realization that you don't have to separate the channels into RGB. You can still work with colors just as a whole number. So if you're doing it as a single number, this blue color ends up being 331,000. Wait, 3,315,000. That's right. It's like 16 million colors, the RGB stuff. So yeah, if you can do it with a single decimal, it still works, right? So I got the 2 colors as single numbers, single digits, so I can just put them all into a single math block like this. And then I take the differences between those colors, which happens to be -60. What is this? 6 million? No, -65,000. 600 and you know what I mean. So then I just basically did the exact same concept where the thing itself stores the value in a single block, and then we're just going to be adding this difference up to 10 times to reach this new value, right? If you take 9 million, if you take 9 million and you subtract 6 million from it, then you're going to get this number, right? So I just take this value, or I should say I take 1/10 of the value, and then I just apply it 10 times onto this to reach this. My gosh, explaining that hurt my brain. But yeah, it ends up being like a much smaller module, just because I'm doing it with a single number instead of RGB channels. I don't know why I ever started RGB. Like, the reason why I started doing RGB channels is just for my own brain to like wrap around the different colors. Like, I could just think of it as like 150, 60, 0, and that was easy for me in my brain to make the differences to go to 50, 150, 250, right? But you don't actually have to think about that. You can do it just with a single number. But then over here, I went back to RGB channels to try something different, which was oh yeah, it was a different setup to. So these things, You can clean them, but then you can't actually reset them. This was another attempt at trying to refine the overall logic of the thing, where it's just a single reset to make the entire thing dirty again. So there could be like hundreds of these modules, and I'd have to connect all of this to each module. But same thing with the like make everything dirty function. Doesn't matter which parts are cleaner or which parts are not cleaner. The point of this reduction in the logic was not to copy the dirty thing over and over again. So you just make the entire thing dirty, all with one click. Yeah. And this is an attempt at... you know, it's not... You can just ignore this. This, though... this was an attempt at getting a... To not have to wire all of it. That's basically what it is. It's just not having to wire any of it. So I actually stored values here. You can see the RGB routers, and it has a value going into channel 1 being sent out. So we have the dirty color as RGB being sent out into... Wait, is it being sent out to channel 1? No, it's not, actually. The channel 1 is actually the differences. It's these values right here. -10, 9, and 25. Because when we apply it to the dirty color, tick by tick, it's going to go towards the clean color. So that's what's stored in channel 1, and in channel 2, it's the opposite, the negative version, so that we can go back and forth in different directions if we wanted to. And on channel 3, it's just storing the red and green channel, because that's if you remember, the dirty color is actually 0 for the blue channel. So this it's just storing 150 and 60 for the last one over there on channel 3, right? So we have a wireless signal on 3 different colored routers on 3 different channels, and so then I'm using this here. Which one would be good to show you? Probably not the compact one, right? So here we're actually receiving the channel 0, which is all 0. It's just 0, 0, 0 on each of these routers. They're going into multiplications, which will multiply when I press... what is it? It's going to multiply when I press this button, which will multiply by 1 the values that are coming from the router. But also when I press this button, it's going to change the value of the router to slot 1. So you got to keep in mind that this block, these counters, are already on the dirty color. And we're going to be snagging these values from channel 1 of the router for a single tick. So instead of like, it's a little bit different than the logic set up before, like, because there was no routers, but I'm actually using the channels of the router to say which direction these counters should count up in. So when I press 1, we're switching the routers to channel 1 ever so briefly. I don't know if you can see it. I really don't know if you can see that. But yeah, we're just briefly switching the routers over to channel 1 just for a single tick, which applies the values stored here into the counter blocks for that single tick. And it's not going to do that. You can see the equal sign right here, or the not equals. It's not going to do that once we reach the clean color. We have a button here that's connected to 2 logic gates. So instead of sending a number 1 into the router channel, we're actually sending the number 2 into the router channel, which pulls the reverse values. So clicking this button does the exact same thing, sending the oh, it's not gonna work because I'm a dingus, because everything's already clean. All right, let me just go do the reset. Okay, bring it to like half clean. The dirty will work as long as it's not fully clean. You can, oh wait, you can keep going too. You can keep going too. Yeah. You're not supposed to be able to dirty things anyway. The point of building like a power washer thing was just to have a dirty thing and then clean it up. Anyway, the reset button's actually very, very similar, where we just put a single tick into 3 logic gates, all going into this, so that the routers go to channel 3. And also, because there's a white tick button, it resets all the counters to 0. So clicking that resets the RGB entirely, but then applies the red, like the dirty values from the red and the green channel. Again, remember the blue is 0 anyway, so we don't need it. So yeah, this is basically we're switching between the router, the wireless channels to do the applications to the color in our module here. Yeah, and then I made it compact like this, so you could take this and repeat it as many times as you want, and it's still gonna work all the same as long as one of these is in the world. So that was definitely a design improvement, but it's still more blocks than this stuff. Where is it? Over here? It's still more blocks than this stuff over here, because if you consider, I mean, we could replace these clean and dirty states with wireless routers as well, right? Which I actually did. Oh yeah, I think this was like one of the final designs that I actually did. You can see how tiny these little modules actually are, and this is where the repetition actually is. Like, it's the exact same thing as here, but I'm taking all of the stored values, like the clean block, dirty block, and this block over here, which just stores the differences. Yeah, all of that's being stored here, and then I have to connect it to every single module. So I think the problem that I have right now is I probably want to do some blueprint editing, and that's what I was actually trying to do out here. But yeah, I think this is probably the way to go. You can see each of these modules works the exact same way. Super compact logic. We'll dirty this one halfway or something. And then click the clean or the dirty, the reset button. So yeah, this is probably the logic that I want to go with. And then I just, just for shiggles, I decided to test another wireless setup where you're doing all of this but wireless, so I don't have to connect it like so many times over, right? That's the problem right now that I'm faced with. I just have so many connections to deal with. So I thought that doing it wirelessly like this would solve the problem. And it definitely does solve the problem of me when I'm building it, but then once the thing is built, it's gonna have so many wireless routers inside of it that technically don't need to be wireless. It's just for my own human convenience of not having to wire it myself. So, yeah, so I'm doing the exact same thing as before pretty much, right here, where I'm trying to store the shared values as much as possible, and I think I reduced it even more because you technically don't need to have a reset function where you reset the thing back to dirty. So all of these that are just sort of laying around on the ground, these are supposed to be a test, because I tried to open up the blueprint file myself, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do blueprint editing where I can just say, like, okay, connect the white counter block to all of the yellow math blocks, bippity bop, bippity boo, do a find and replace or something like that, and just make it all connected. That's basically what I'm gonna need at some point. And same with the block counter connected to all the multiplication blocks, the orange math blocks. So I can do it by color. I just have to, like, reading the blueprint file, I'm like, what? How does it do connections? I still don't know. But yeah, then that's basically where we're at today, is that now we can actually build something, whether it's just a plain wall or a car or some statue or something, and out of all of these polygons, just like a dish, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, and then each one of these polygons would need a module like this, and these counter blocks would need to be somewhere on that build. And then once the thing is fully built, then I hop into the blueprint editor and do this magic connection thing. Yeah. So yeah, that, technically speaking, that should work for but yeah, I also got to remember the invisible blocks. Invisible button. These things are also going to be on the outside. Like this, so I can shoot. yeah, that's so that's what I did off camera. I guess let's show you just how, gosh, because you got to remember the original module was like this long thing, right? Way too many blocks, so I'm much better, and like it was repeated too. So now each tiny little module is only 4 blocks and a tick button, which if there was an invisible tick button, I could reduce even the invisible button as well. But I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna put maybe a few different invisible buttons like all over every surface, and then connect all of those to the tick button. So then doesn't matter which one you press. Oh god, why is this broken? oh gosh, why is this broken? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm a dingus. Not all of them are connected, that's why. So the whites go into the not equals. Yep. The whites go to yellow. I think that's all of them. And then the black goes to the multiply. I think that's all of them. So now when I click it, yeah, there you go. So that's basically what I'm gonna try doing today. We can build anything that we want. I still haven't decided what I'm actually gonna be building for this power wash thing, but we basically need one of these set, 5 parts here, 5 or 6 parts for every single shingles. I could build shingles. Shingles. Well, okay, there's also, we're probably going to go with, like, a large scale of 3x3 blocks for, like, a single unit. If I load in the old thing, if I load in this thing and, like, really lag my game, you're going to get a little bit of an idea of how it's supposed to go. Yeah, this is, because, I mean, it does work. You just gonna have to spam and hope. Oh my god, is it working or not working? Okay, yeah, it's definitely working. We seem to have just gotten that one spot. Let me try and hit this corner up here. I want to at least prove that the concept works, and it's just difficult with these water things going all over the place. Globs of water. I mean, it cleaned it a little bit. So that's also why, that's also why I loaded in that other mod. Let's get rid of this. The mod. This thing. Never used it before. We're gonna see what it's like today. Let's get rid of that though, so that my game's not dying. Yeah, the vanilla water cannon is not good. Not good aim. This, I have an invisible button, maybe a switch. Okay, so if we put this, I don't know, just right there, I guess. Gun settings, projectile, water, yes. I want to go back to water. I'm not sure. Template. Oh, you can, okay, like a preset of all these settings, got it. Okay, so if I put it to a button, what does this do? Holy moly. Okay, pressure washer is a thing that can happen, but... velocity, bring that down a little bit. Spread? What? How is that spread 1? That's 1? What's 0? What? How is it still, like, spreading like crazy? There's only supposed to be 1 projectile, too. I thought that was going to be just 1 glob of water. Continuous fire on. Is that a bad thing? Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Yes. Yes. Okay, so then if I do the spread like 10. Okay, so this is close to what I was looking. It's just water projectile weirdness? Eh? Vaj Danny, you're the mod's creator, yeah. I'm looking at you. Wait, 0? Oh, see, that doesn't have any spread. And then that has a lot of spread. What the heck, dude? Yeah, this is... Unfortunately, I don't think I can use this. All of my hopes. Like, I thought this was supposed to be... Wait, so Vaj Danny, you're the person that made this, right? Why does this say 1, but it's not shooting out just 1? And if I shoot a lot, does it shoot a lot? Oh god. Oh god. Uh-oh. How is my game still dying right now? Gotta finish splashing? Jeez. Alright, definitely keeping that at 1. I would have liked if this, like, had 1 glob of water at a time. I can't make it negative. Yeah. I thought 1 was gonna be just, like... Because a water projectile is actually 3 project... Yeah, Vag, this is the thing that I don't understand, like... Was the game actually stopping you from creating a 1 glob projectile of water? Or did you just use the built-in game project... Like, I mean, you could make your own projectile, right? Of just a single glob of water. But that would require you actually having to do the work to create that, instead of just relying on the in-game. Because, like, all of these settings are lost. I can't set... I mean, I can set it, but, like, I can't actually set a custom number of projectiles without severely ruining my game. Oh, man. I was also thinking, too, like, because I saw that there was a... not really. You said not really, but I forgot which question I asked. I don't see why you couldn't just make a single... Because if it's a glow stick, 1 projectile, 0 spread. Can I hook up more? I can. Wait, can't find any templates? Why is it doing that? Can I connect more? I cannot. So it only takes 2 logic inputs. Does the other logic input... What? It doesn't say what it does in the description. Doesn't say what it does. Okay. Yeah, second switch is for switching templates, but even there's a lot. Look, I'm not trying to knock on your mod. There's just a lot that isn't explained, and I'm not. The point of this was for me to build a PowerWash Simulator thing, and I thought this gun could do it, but it looks like, I don't know. I was looking that there's also like a handheld version too, and I think that would be pretty cool to go around on foot, and then you actually build things or use a lift in your game to power wash with your buddies. But yeah, I mean, I might have to just make my own water gun mod. Bah! See, that's the thing that I wanted to avoid, though. If I'm gonna make a new mod just for water guns, you know, super soakers, then I might as well also just make a new mod for power washing, which is just like polygon shapes that you press E when you want to set the clean color, and then you paint it any other color that you want, and then it'll just automatically do that every time you hit it with a spud gun or anything, which it already does, sort of, right? But like, I could just use that to just make PowerWash Simulator in the game. So like, if I'm gonna be going that far to make my own mods for, you know, just to make it happen, then I can go really far to make it happen. So I don't know. All right, let's maybe crash my game once more. I think we can get rid of all of this stuff, actually. Yeah, this entire thing, I'll just cut it off, save it. Power wash prototypes. Okay, then delete it. Pull out the actual thing. I thought this was... Wait, what's the difference between these? Just that it's dirty already? Or partially clean? Oh, it still lags my game. Water, 1 projectile, 0 spread. We'll go with a decently high velocity. Not completely 0. But yeah, this was the thing that I was like really hoping for, was to get this, well, okay, so let me actually explain, because like, if you haven't seen Power Wash Simulator, or you don't know what like a power pressure washer is, it has different settings or like different nozzles. So like, this is actually like perfect for that, if it actually did the thing that it that I thought it did. So like, so there would be like one nozzle that has a lot of spread, even though it's shooting the exact same amount of particles, and maybe a little bit lower velocity, you know, because the gun nozzle actually has to make that spread. But just like in the actual like Power Wash Simulator, you'd be able to carry like cover a larger area, but actually do less pressure to clean it. And then the other settings would be like there's like a focused nozzle, where very precise, but you don't cover a large area, but it's also shooting out like super fast, like super pressurized. You can clean an area, you know, just like that, like super fast. So that's that was more or less what I was looking for from this. But yeah, especially, it's like, is it just with the water that this is an issue with too? Because like, it works with potatoes too, I think. Right? I could probably just do it with potatoes. And oh, I had it. You know, let's do the small potato. Doesn't really matter. 0 spread, 1 projectile at a time. Low velocity. The effect is so then a spread of 1. Not even close. Spread of 10. Alright. But for like a wide nozzle, I'm thinking of like a spread of, I don't know, yeah, 45. Is this like degrees? 45 degrees of spread? Kind of looking like it. So if I do 5, oh my god. Let's maybe reduce the spread a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, I think we're gonna go with potatoes then. But yeah, then I guess there was one thing that I said about this mod. Is the mod really this well known? What? I'm sorry, I have not been reading every single message in chat. Give me a second. If I wanted one blob water projectile, I would have to make a file mod. Yeah. That's more or less what I was getting at. A second switch is for switching templates. Oh, I didn't get... Okay, give me a second, guys. Be right... Alright, I'm back. Durf, just use the normal water gun, but like add a trim or plane to have it aim at your cursor. What? I have no idea what that means. So you can save templates and then load them in some other time. Yeah. Okay, so what was the problem with the adjustable guns? So the big problem, okay, you gotta understand, I'm not judging this mod as a mod or a mod maker. I'm not giving this mod a mod review. The things that I'm saying that are good about this gun or not relates to the thing that I'm building, which is a PowerWash Simulator. So this gun isn't trying to be a pressure washer, and that's something that you got to keep in mind. Like, I'm not saying that this is a bad mod in any way, but it is a bad solution to my personal problem, where I'm considering, okay, maybe I need to make a super soaker mod just to finish my power washer build. Right? That has nothing to do with what this mod is trying to be, though. So the big issue, I guess, if I am using this mod, is that I'm gonna need 3 separate guns on a controller for you to be able to switch nozzles, just like you do in PowerWash Simulator. But then, yeah, I suppose it would work with templates. That was the reason that I was saying in the last live stream that a mod like this should have some kind of number logic available to it. Like, you got to keep in mind, mods can have this menu available for players to use, but it can also have number logic compatibility alongside it. So it would be cool if you would be able to change any of these settings just by changing like a connected counter block or whatever that's painted black. Like, you just change the projectile type. To change the speed or spread, just adjusting a number value of some specific color. Like, it's a little bit wonky to set it up like that, and it would take a little bit of time to like make sure you get everything that people want. But I think something like that would greatly improve the versatility. As much as templates are useful too, it's not the same thing as dynamically giving the players like full control to set what a template would be. It's weird. It's weird to say that there might be a player out there that has a need for 100 different templates, and that's inconvenient. But it's more convenient for that player that has whatever they're building to just have full control over these settings through logic, right? So that they don't have to get up out of a seat and press E on this thing. That's kind of a big thing with well, I don't really want to get into it. That's just something that's useful for mods to consider, is the ability for players to control stuff like this through logic and not pressing E. I mean, pressing E is also good. It's probably the should be the default way to go. There's definitely things though that people build that they want more. Okay, this is definitely too much. Yeah, unfortunately, you just can't really see. I think that's maybe a little bit better. Okay, so let's go with that for the first gun, the first nozzle. I guess, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna... Wait, what were my settings? One projectile spread was, what was it, like 25? I already forgot. Jacob Knowles, how's it going? Going good, going good. Going good in the neighborhood. I'm sore today. That's what I'm... Physically sore, so 0 reload time. My brain's all over the place, too. Okay, wait, let me make sure I get these settings. Good to see you, though, Jacob. Great to have... What? Projectile damage? Oh my god, I'm laughing at myself for starting a sentence and then just not finishing it. Yeah, it was a little bit higher velocity. It doesn't really matter. Let's see how this gun actually does. So, camera controls. Oh, I'm still on the water setting. Whoops. Nope. Potato. This was supposed to be 0. I think this was all the way up to 80 or something. Doesn't really matter. 25 is fine, I think. Oh, it's got, okay. It's got quite a bit of spread. So this is supposed to be like, I mean, this is supposed to be a wide nozzle, but like not as pressurized. Let's see how it does on this corner. Could probably be a little bit wider, to be honest. It's working though, for the most part. Like that's exactly it. I'm moving the entire creation. Okay, so now if we get out, turn spread down to... Well, I don't think we even need to change anything else, to be honest. Just change the spread. And now this is... Oh, ridiculous. Okay, that might be bad by how precise that is. Oh, that is beautiful, though. Oh, heck yeah. Dude, this is exactly what I want to build. Heck yeah. So yeah, now that's, oh my gosh. So now that I actually have like most of the logic figured out, and I guess we're going with a potato gun. I don't think I'm gonna be using templates. No offense, Vag Danny. I'm just I just have no idea how to use them. I think what was this? Just let's test out a wide spread again. And I'm talking about like a really wide spread. Well, 35. We'll try that with a little bit lower velocity. I just want to figure out these guns that I'm going to be working with. Oh, that's such a wide angle. Yeah, but if I'm this close to the target, it's not as wide as it was originally. And it's hitting a lot of them. Pretty good. I think that's all that I have to change is just the spread. Yeah. I wanted to do 3 nozzles, which was... oh, you know what? There was another thing, too, that I was thinking about. Like, if I'm going to be creating a mod like a Super Soaker mod or anything handheld or something like that. Oh, is my game audio is crazy loud? Yeah. Did I make the car wash? No, I didn't make the car wash. I'll put my game volume down a little bit. I didn't make the car wash because it's a little bit too much logic to stuff inside of a car, as you can see by this wall here. So that's what we were doing over here, was trying to reduce the amount of logic that's used. And we did do that. And it might be possible again to actually build a car. So we still have to decide what we're actually going to be building today. But we are definitely going to go large scale with like 3x3x3 sections per pixel. It might be possible to make a power wash wall with individual things like this. It's just gonna be a huge pain in the butt to do. Like, I have to build them linearly all over again. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm kind of curious to test that out now. But anyway, like the game, the Power Wash game actually has like 3. Well, it has plenty of nozzles and features and stuff. If I was gonna be making my own Super Soaker mod specifically for this power washing idea, then one of the things that I would add in or like modify about the projectile spread is vertical or horizontal as components. So you would, be able to create the nozzle that is a very flat line, like actual pressure washers. Go on, get out of here. I don't know why I was doing that. Alright, guns. Guns. 2x2? Yeah, that could be an option too. It's gonna force whatever we build to be even width. So, it really depends on what we're building, I guess. Like, I was thinking about literally anything. We could build a statue if we wanted to, so... I think that's actually one of the better things to do, but, like, statue of what? You know what I mean? I'm not that great in my building abilities. Maybe I can search for something on the workshop. That could be something that I could do. Let's find statue. Search for statue on the workshop. What do we get? Uh-huh. That one's gonna be gotten. We're gonna get all kinds of stuff. Dude, is that actual? Alright, something like this would be way too small. Because you gotta remember, we're gonna fit the logic inside of it. And for each pixel, that's gonna be changing color too, so... the total build that like, I might just start with a cube, or something like that. Just to make my life simpler. And then maybe, if it actually works out, we'll try something else. Look in your inventory in the mod section. Look for the adjustable spud gun mod, then use the white block. No. The handheld, it's not really an option at this point. It's one of those things that, like, if I was gonna go handheld, then I'd just make the mod myself. Because like there are things I want to be able to switch nozzles, right? So to do that, I need to use the non-handheld version. Otherwise, people are just going to be opening up this menu every time for their handheld gun, which is exactly the thing that I was saying with, like, players using the same as number lock. Like, it's the same thing either way, but having the mounted one actually allows me to do the pressure wash thing instead of the handheld one. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not against the mod. It's just that the way that it works, and applying it to the idea of power washing, I want those nozzles. I want those nozzles. So we can go ahead and show you the difference between the nozzles right now. We'll put a button here and another. Yeah, put them facing the same direction. So spread 0, projectile 1, reload time 0, velocity it could be 100. Damage. There's another thing too, Vag Danny. If you're, I never know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but if you're still watching, another thing too is the pushback of any of the projectiles. Something that And also recoil. So if somebody is making a water gun, like a fire hose, you've definitely seen those memes where somebody is standing alone holding one of these super pressurized hoses, and they turn it on and they just completely fall over and lose control of the hose. That's because of the recoil, just from the exit force of all the water. Not to mention, if you were hit with one of those, that's... The pushback depends on the velocity, really. Yeah. That's the thing that I'm saying, is that to truly make use of the idea of an adjustable gun, like a universal gun. This is not just spud gun, because it shoots different things, right? But if you're gonna make like truly universal, you have to give players like every possible aspect that they can adjust, which would include things like that, because think of it like an air gun. If you want to blow somebody away or blow your friend off a cliff, something like that, right? These are all different aspects of the game's engine, which I'm not putting on you, Vaj Danny, because that's you're limited by what the game's mod support allows you to mod. The things that I'm saying is just as no mod maker has it easy. That like no mod, it's it's just the mod support. Look, I don't even want to get into that either. It's not. Anyway, that's going to be our high pressure nozzle. I think that's usually painted white in the game. And, I was kind of hoping the barrel would be painted. And green is usually the widespread. So we can go all the way up to 25 there, lower velocity, half the velocity. So there's the one nozzle and the other nozzle. We could probably even put the spread to like 3. It really depends on how far I'm going to be building this rig to go around whatever it is we built. Hey, Jadiel, Lyndon Fate, Draco Gamer. What's up, guys? Fellers. I mean, you could be ladies as well. I don't know. I was just making the assumption that you are PP havers, but hi. Honestly, I need to start a course on how to be charismatic. How does that was one of the dumb. Anyway, I think. What other nozzles are there in the game? Because like in the game PowerWash Simulator, see, that was the thing that I was mentioning earlier. Like I kind of wish that there was like just a horizontal component to the spread, separate from a vertical component from the spread, so that you can actually have the thing that it says in the game. And you know what? There's actually a way that I can do that. Hold on a second. Let me show you the powers of let me just show you. We're gonna do 1, 2. Multiply. We're gonna do let's just put actually a button here. Okay, that's gonna be our button to fire. That's gonna go directly into the sign. That's gonna go to the angle. Good. Wait, didn't I get the... I pulled out the bearing and then the end. Oh gosh, I'm a dingus sometimes. Okay, so then you just put this here. Put the mountable spud gun. Good enough, honestly. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with that. I think you guys know where this is going. So the multiplication is the angle for the smart engine. White is the speed input, where we can just max that out with hundreds of degrees per second. Because it's going to be limited by the current angle. And, yeah. Let's see how that does. I don't know how that's going to do. Actually, before we even shoot it. Gotta actually connect the speed. What? What? Did I not put any values into this? I'm kind of confused now. I'm a dingus. Okay, it's because the invisible buttons. Okay, got it. Got it. And we need that to go a lot faster. So, let's do by... No, lots faster. That looks like it might do it. So this is the idea, I guess, behind just a horizontal component for spread. And I can just do it mechanically. It might... Alright, it might be a little bit too wide, I think, huh? Might be a little bit too wide. I don't know, something like that. What? It's still like whipping around like crazy. It might just be the engine's so fast. Let's reset that to be 5? Only 5. What? No. That's not 5 degrees. Literally 1 degree. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. How do you make connection points smaller? You just gotta find the file for it. It's in the game files, out in the open. It's just a PNG file that you can edit into anything. You can make it star-shaped if you want, literally any shaped. It's normally a large circle, so I just take the image and erase most of the circle, or shrink it down, or whatever. You still have to save the file as the exact same pixel size. I think, I don't know what it is, 256 by 256. So if I scale down the circle to be 16 by 16, the exported image is still 256 by 256, mostly transparent pixels. That's how you... Same as you were changing shape. If you want to make it a smiley face, you know, you can do that too. There's a lot of... people have done that before in the past, quite a bit. So if you want to find some, well, at least some of the templates that I've made. I think there are some others on there too, but the website scrapmechanicmods.com should have some of those ready to go for you to download. And luckily, it's one of the mods that don't break over many game versions. So even though they were made years and years ago, the micro connection dots, you know, still work just fine. Now, I'm a little bit confused here. Why is so wide? Literally 0 degrees. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I haven't been changing the spread at all. God. I'm a huge dingus. When your level of dingitude is just so high that it completely blinds the other morons of the world. Alright. This is the thing. There you go, that affects the spread. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There you go. That's why it wasn't working. Because I'm a dingus. I completely forgot about that website. Yeah, I mean, me too, pretty much. There was a... I mean, I don't know... Okay, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into... It's basically a lot of drama in the scrap mechanic community, modding, YouTube, whatever. Axolot themselves basically discourage me from doing any development on that website. And not just because of that, but like because I have to wait for this upcoming Chapter 2 updates to see what changes are going to be made to the game, to even see if it's worth it to continue doing the website as a project, or to see, you know, things that I have to account for, right? It's weird for me to build this big website that's accounting for a previous version of the game, and then overnight Axolot, you know, snaps their fingers and makes a lot of that website completely useless. I put a lot of hours and things into that would just be wasted because of a game update. So waiting for Chapter 2 is more or less where we're at right now. We're just waiting to see we're just waiting to see if that website will have a future. If it does, I think it would be pretty amazing, because I can create some very cool things like an online blueprint editor and things like that. It's meh. We'll have to wait and see though. And like, let me tell you, the modding community, like other mod makers, hate me for that. Like they hate that, they're absolutely against the website, which doesn't make any sense to me, because technically I'm only promising good things. So like, think to yourselves for a moment, like, why would they be against it, you know? Especially if we're gonna make a mod maker's job easier, why would anyone be against it? It's literally because they're not the ones that are making it, or they're not the ones that purchased the domain scrapmechanicmods.com, which by the way, because of the way Scrap Mechanic is changing over the years, the name of the website might also change. It's not necessarily about mods anymore, but like, you know, especially if I'm gonna be putting blueprints on there with an online blueprint editor. But anyway, it's getting into a whole bunch of things that, you know, don't exist. So this is not a Scrap Mechanic dev blog. well, I'm just trying to build a power washer here. And I think for the distance that these spuds are covering, I think that's pretty good spread. So would this be a nozzle just by itself? I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have 3 nozzles. This is exactly what I want. Do I want horizontal or vertical? That's the question. I mean, I could just stick it on a bearing and a controller and flip it 90 degrees to do the exact same thing vertically. Let's go 10 degrees. That's kind of a wide spread. How far am I going to be from the target? Yeah, maybe about there. I don't want to be too close. But I still have to rebuild my camera control rig. It covers mostly the ends too. Darn, my sine wave is doing that. I think if it was a triangle wave... Triangle wave probably wouldn't do that. I don't know. Hey, Chris's Game Cave. Hello. Yum, if you're still in the chat talking about the templates. This would be one of the reasons why I can't use a template right here. Could the pressure washer be a separate object from the dirty object? Or does it need to be connected like in the demo you built? It does not need to be connected. Does not. Not at all. So, I mean, that's why I was thinking like it would be super cool to actually have a handheld version, but then the handheld version doesn't do the same as a rig with multiple spud guns. So I guess template 1 is just done with huge spread. Template tiny spread very fast, and template 3 sort of in between, 0 spread, but because we're creating the spread ourselves. I think let's get started actually building something. What was the other ideas that I had for statues here? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, shucks. Hey. 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 Hello there. Well, if it isn't a Skelly boy. Chattering away his teeth. That's super cool. That's super cool. I like the way they did the bones, too. It would also work perfectly with my X-ray machine, because they're all pipes that are painted white. Well, that's pretty cool, but not really a statue. Oh, this might be it, actually. That would probably be one of the perfect things to do it with, right? So I just gotta build this in large polygons. Uh-oh. That means I gotta change the clean color from blue to something else. That means I need a new value to do. Different logic. What does this do? Huh. Neat. Alright, and then there was this. 25,000 blocks. Yeah, we're gonna load it in. Oh man, this would be perfect to like power wash, but there's no way that I can have all of those blocks, not individually anyway, but even if it was like huge sections, it would still take so much logic. Like, you gotta remember the module that actually handles the outside color is many more logic blocks than just the outside block, right? With these modules, it's crazy how much it is, but it's like 5 or 6 blocks per outside surface. Let's start with just a cube, I think. Or a sphere. A sphere, because that's better in some way. I don't know. Nah, we're just gonna go a cube. Oh, wow. 3 by 3 by 1. 1 by 3 by... You know, we can do the 2 by 2. But this polygon is what I'm going to be using. I thought you were just going to use the cardboard as dirt. Oh, you know, that would work too, actually. Cover the thing in the Statue of Liberty in cardboard. That could be a way to do it. There's a sound coming from my lift? What? There's literally a sound coming from my left. What the heck? No, it's not coming from my lift. Is it just coming from the engine? I'm confused now. Anyway. Say hi, please. Say hi, please. Say hi, please. Hello, Jackson Gavin, 2012. I see you. So are you going to build a car or something that to move the pressure washer around? Huh? Oh, yeah. There's going to be a rig that's like camera control. like similar to this, but like if you can imagine it on a bearing itself that can like rotate around the whole thing. You can adjust your height, stuff like that. Not many polygons in a cube. Yeah, I know. And technically, you don't have to care about the bottom surface too, right? But this is what I was thinking. You could just do like this, so that the back surface is nice and flat. These are basically giant RGB blocks. Yeah, problem with that. I need to pay attention to which edges are actually on the edge. So like that is gonna work. There you go. There you go, there you go. So from this side, and this corner, and this corner, it all looks like a flat surface. And then we would do the same here. Where? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, is it gonna let me repeat that? Yeah, it looks like soundproofing. Totally does. Totally does. You want to build a, you guys want to build me a YouTuber setup? Build my room before it exists. I was definitely thinking about like moving from where I am now, but man, oh man, money. I actually have a bunch of soundproofing foam that I am not using. Specifically because I was thinking about moving to a new place, but I don't know. Because like I don't want to stick it all over the walls now and then like move and then I don't have them. Kind of silly when I'm thinking about it. So anyway, something like that. And then I think the corners might be showing the inside. Nah, I got it in such a way that it does not. They're gosh, I don't know how I can show you. Like this corner is overlapping these pieces. This corner goes more this direction to overlap these pieces. This corner goes more this direction to overlap those pieces. They all cover each other's corners. So now the top, we just need to... I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it is. It is going to work. It is totally going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, no. Why did I think it was going to work? Of course it's not going to work. Now I need the... Any 1x2, really. And then I'm also going to need a 1x1. Huh? Is that it? Is that what you're telling me, game? Yep. What a ridiculous... Alright, so then each of these pieces is a module that needs to be controlled by the logic. Oop. So basically, if you replace these RGB blocks... What is this again? I think that's a reset. I'm a dingus because I always forget to actually connect the stuff. That's right, because I need to blueprint edit, but this stuff is... Oh no, I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Okay, why did I do that though? This multiplies something. Why am I multiplying this? I'm so confused what any of this extra section is. I don't need it, I guess. I'm just guessing I don't need it. Anyway, these these individual modules here, this is basically what I need, and then all the logic to go with it. So I'm kind of tempted, I'm half tempted to just build it so that I don't have to do so many connections and make it really easy on myself. But it might turn out kind of laggy like this thing is. Speaking of which, I can probably just get rid of it now. Let's see. No, not the wireless one. This might be it. But I don't need the dirty function, or do I? Yeah, I literally don't need these 3 blocks on the end here, because that's just to reset it. Okay, let's go with that then. Oh god. Oh god, what did I do? I'm such a dingus. Pick it up. Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Why can't you pick it up? Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Oh. I can't even delete. What? What? Wait. What just happened? I'm painting underneath it? How is this possible? Alright, there's something that I can do about this. There's something that I can do about this. Get over here. We're going out to the woods. Yeah, I think it's because it's like always, you know, constantly changing. The blueprint is constantly updating. It's like not really there. But it is, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. Like, I can't place an explosive on it, so let's hope for the best here. Alright, it's either somewhere far out there or it's gone, so problem solved. Alright, let's try that one again. We gotta delete the multiplication block first. There we go. There we go. And this is the new module that I actually need. We're storing the clean color and the differences that we have to apply. Wait. How does this work? Right. I'm storing the color in this counter block. It's not this counter block. It looks like it's storing just the dirty color, but we're applying the differences tick by tick to go towards the clean color. Got it. This is it. Ready? Yes. Yes, please. Now. There we go. That's the module that I need. So, how many RGB blocks? 25 per side, so that's already 100. There's 16, plus another 4 is 20, plus another 4 is 24. 25, 125. Probably could have guessed that, because it's 5 times 25. Alright. Get rid of this. It's probably the cause of a lot of issues as well. Oh, smooth 60 FPS. Yes, please. Alright, so then this, because of my laziness and not wanting to do so many connections, we have to spawn in 100 of these. It doesn't... I mean, it could be smaller if I was doing it the other way where I have to do so many connections, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, I might even be even lazier. Instead of trying to stuff all the logic inside the cube, I'll just put it like somewhere else. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I weld all these together, and then I need... Oh gosh, I didn't make it easy for me to weld them together, did I? What a janky way of doing it. Yeah, what a jankety jank. Crank the jank. It's about to get glitchy in here, so I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I just want to weld this stuff. Put myself under it. There you go. Flip it over. There we go. Flip it over. Oh, completely messed that one up. Come on, just flip over. Flip over. Flip. There you go. Okay. Didn't think this through. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Got it. Alright, so then that's 25. There you go. That's 25 ready to go. Why? Wait, what's going on with beans in the chat? Come on, guys. We all like beans, but... PowerWash module times 25. Okay. Now we spawn this 5 times. You know, there's some things that I really didn't think through, and I'm only realizing that now, but meh. Meh. We don't have to think things through. Kind of like the reasons why we like beans. Nobody really has to think those through. This is turning out like nothing like I expect. I think a wall would be better. Now that I'm looking at it, a wall is going to be a lot better than a cube. I don't know. What do you guys think? A wall or a cube? Because like a wall, we have a nice flat surface to point our gun and do all kinds of, like, we can draw a pattern on the wall. This is a little bit small to draw anything on. You can't really draw too much on it, you know? Why was there the Statue of Liberty earlier? Oh, we were just thinking about, like, what, you know, figurine we could build to get this power washing thing. And a statue seemed like a pretty good idea, but I settled on a cube because it was nice and simple. For all, like, a giant Statue of Liberty might not be possible. Just a wall, a wall, a wall, a bean. We could do a giant bean, but especially with all the angled polygons and things, like you could actually build a bean if you really wanted to. No, not that one. Not that one. The other one. This one. There's so many polygons in here. You could definitely build any shape that you can imagine, bean included. See, now that we're going with a wall. Now that we're going with a wall, I want to delete all of this. I'm gonna redo it. We're redoing it entirely. Oh, hello. Hello. There you go, this one. Okay, so this, let's convert it or change it back to linear, where we're going straight line here. So no tick button. I did the stupid again. Gosh, I'm a dingus sometimes. None of this, none of this, none of that. It's broken. It's broken again. I barely was able to grab it on my weld tool. Let's try to grab it, weld it to my lift, delete. There you go. All right, put up another one. Got to get rid of the multiply first. There we go, so it doesn't go crazy again. Stick this here. There you go. That's almost what I want it to do. Put a tick button like that, RGB button like that, and I think we're good. This goes to here. We can delete the wood. Alright, now to actually wire up the logic. If the current... You know, let me pull out an existing version so that I can see what I did here. I'm using the RGB block for that. I don't have to, but why am I using that? We'll just use the counter block. So as long as the counter block is not equal to the clean color, we can use the tick button to tick the multiplier I'm kind of surprised. Why wasn't the multiplier going off? I don't know. Maybe we can connect this here, and I think that's it, right? I think that might be it. So save it before I test it. Because I'm not going to be able to reset the color. There you go. There you go, folks. That's exactly it. So let's pull it out. Stick on that invisible button. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Yes. So if you remember the old wall, the old module was this linear thing, like holy moly. And we did go with a 3x3, but I'm kind of curious now. Now that I have it so compact, it's almost 1/3 of the size. Right? So that means I can do... Oh, wait, it's not going to be as big of a wall then. I don't know. I mean, okay, let's just go ahead and try this. If it's really too laggy, we can up it a little bit. But single pixel, I think, is the way that we're gonna start. And let's see how big we can make it. I'm kind of a dingus every time that I don't plan out my welding. But it's okay that we can flip this over this time, because it's just a one-dimensional, you know, one block, 1x1 by what is it, 4, 8? 1x1 by 8. Super compact logic. So now this is times 16. And now we do it all over again. Uh, 16 times 4, 64, right? Right? Right, everybody, right? My math? Alright, we're starting to lag now. This might be the limit here. And that's, wait, that's not 128, that's 256. Oh, duh, it says, the count is on the, it says in the lift menu. Look at the number of, you know, buttons. It says the number. I'm an idiot. Oh, man. Like, the number of times that, you know, you think you're doing something. You think you're doing good, too, right? And hindsight, holy moly, really just halves at it. Just no mercy whatsoever. All right, let's see what it's like. Yeah, no. Sorry, folks, not happening. So, unfortunately, that's a little small. That's really kind of small for what I wanted, but We can get rid of this. We're not doing the cube anymore. What the heck happened there? Yeah, I think that's a little bit small, so I think let's go ahead and do it all over again. But this time, let's go with, where is the linear module? Okay, look, we're gonna take that, and we're gonna add, yeah, okay, I don't need this. We're doing the big one. 2x2. So I can get this same logic blown up 2 times the size. Is that going to be big enough? Or should we go 3x3? Same as before. I think 3x3 is probably the way to go. Just because of the way that the wall was behaving. Like the very first wall. 1x3x3. Where's that? There you go. Polygon A. Mostly a cube. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, I'm such a dingus. I need this loose on the ground, not flipped over. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Alright, you, like this, right here. Bam! 3x3, single RGB. From the counter to the RGB, bada bing, bada boom. Now we need cover all of this surface in buttons, boutons, and we connect all of them to the singular tick button. There we go. So full coverage this time, different from the last wall. And yeah, if you hit multiple buttons at the same time, it should count down even faster. So this might turn out a little bit different than the single button way that we did it last time. So we'll see. We'll see. 3x3. We'll do big cap saying it's ready to go. And now we repeat the process. Just for, well, just for shiggles. Let's save this. Did I already save it? I already saved it, right? The 256 module, I already saved it. So let's delete it. I'll pull it out later to test on the gun that we build. Right now we're just building a wall. PowerWash. I already saved this. What am I doing? Here. Times 4. There we go. Yeah, whatever. I'll just weld them upside down. It's the only downside to using the blocks like I did. You gotta make sure you have the room to weld it. See how I can't weld right here, but I can right here? I don't know. It's just the slope angle. You just gotta make sure you can point to a flat surface. All right, so that's ready to go for 16 of them. See, now this is starting to look like a much bigger wall. I'm thinking this is gonna be really fun. Grab it on the top block. There we go. So welding it's easier. Okay, definitely the better way to do it is do the difficult part when you're grabbing it. So then the welding it part is easier to do. Don't have to make sure you get it exact. 64. There we go. Yeah, now I might need a little bit of help from... Oh, my game is saying, like, no more, please, no more. I think this is the final size, but we're going to need some help from anti-gravity to actually weld this. It's a little bit awkward, though. Honestly, I might just go 3 layers on this one, and yeah, it's a little bit too laggy. Guys, what's going on in the chat with, like, beans and stuff? Like, I understand you might like beans, but, like, man, I've already ingested so much beans today just from my live stream chat that I'm not gonna eat beans for a year or more. Like, I mean, I haven't farted on a live stream yet, but, like, we're getting close. You just gotta calm down with the beans. Wait, I didn't save this, did I? Alright, here we go. Power wash wall 3x3. Super good. Yes. That's how I name my blueprints. Okay, I think I don't know who asked it earlier if I'm gonna be building this thing that's, like, attached to the actual wall, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna build it attached like I did before. Yeah, just go like that. I think maybe let's pull out the metal blocks, get some weight. I still don't know how this is gonna work with 8, 9 buttons per pixel. Like, I might want to keep it back to just 1 button per pixel, depending on how well the actual gun works. If it works too well, then that means there's too many buttons that's being pressed at the same time. Like, way too many. And that might not be satisfying to actually clean. Like, you know, if you just hit it with 1 glob of water and it's instantly clean, like, that's not fun. You want to actually pressure wash it away and watch it fade. So anyway, I think this is, like, more than enough distance here. And we're gonna do same old camera control rig as before. What's the good way to do it? I wonder. The best way to do the camera control seat stuff. I don't have it in my hotbar. Yeah, okay, let's do, Peepes. Peepes. Peeps. Peeps at Peepes. We're doing some Peepes. Peeps. And this is totally fine to do, because, yeah, it doesn't really matter if you pitch up or down more than 90 degrees. I think it'll be fine. Plus, the entire thing's gonna come out from this a little bit more. It's not right up against. Yeah. You see, now that I'm saying that, kind of wishing I built it farther out. Yeah, so let's do that. Like farther out from the pole is what I mean. There we go. Like, I'm thinking about it, and this is generally I'm overdoing it a little bit on this. But that's pretty much it right there. Wait. That's pretty much it right there. Gimbal bearings, whatever. Right here like this. And then out here, out of this pipe, we can have the orient block ready to go, tracking the player's camera. Bam. So then anything that we actually build on this would be the gun and the seat, the rig to actually change our nozzle. Like that. We need 2 engines. I completely forget if the vanilla engines work with the orient block or not, so just to make my life simple, we're going with the polygon engines. Also, this needs 1 extra block on the bottom. There you go. Okay, so now let's get that math block ready to go with the WASD stuff. So the orient blocks are going to give signals for WASD, for pitch and, what is it, yaw? Yaw, pitch, roll? Yeah. Controls this engine. We'll put it up, I don't know, a few notches. And then stick that. This is yaw. Okay, so that's right here. And pitch right here. Okay. Alright, this is still in my lift. Super good, yes. PowerWash wall 3x3, super good, yes. Save. Because I want to take it off my lift now and test. It's very heavy on that side, apparently. Yeah. I should have seen that coming, I guess. I mean, it's not gonna change if I put it down gently, is it? Nope. Even worse, actually. Alright, let's do ourselves a favor. Get that fixed up. Just by adding a thing back here. Super lazy solution, but it is a solution. And save that while we have it on our list. you know, so I don't have to type the same name every time. All right, there you go. So now the pitch should be fixed. Or should it be fixed? Huh? This is in player camera mode. What is going on with this? That's right, I think. What? Why are you doing this? What? This is so strange. How are you not even working properly? I'm so confused right now. How did I do it on the last one? I did use the polygon engines. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't connect this part. Literally the pit. Okay, got it. All right, that's it. That's it. We can probably move that a little bit faster. Right now it's just tracking me. Just little old me. Seems to be all right. Could maybe be a tiny bit faster. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now, what engine level is that at? 2 from the top? Alright, take all this, delete it, because I don't want to have to retype the name every single time I'm trying to save an updated version. There you go, there's the super good yes. Build. Keep it on my lift. Do this silly connection. And I think we're good. If I need to flip a bearing, I'll just do it later, I think. But now I actually want to build the actual seat and stuff, how it's gonna look to a camera. So I think let's... I have the seat, or I did have the seat in my hotbar. You know, let's just look up some seats. Let's look up some seats. I think it's gonna be the same as last time, though. Invisible seat might be good. I think a large seat, though, to get in is probably the way that players would want it. Yeah, we're gonna go with a jetpack seat again. Front and center. And then this time... This time we'll build a whole gun rig, like, under here. And it's gonna be tilted up slightly, I think, so that when you're in the seat, you're supposed to see the gun, like, pop out in the bottom of your camera view. In first person, anyway. That's how I'm trying to build it. Connect the seats to the orient block. There we go. You know, I think this is good. Well, I say that like I'm finished the build, not even close. I want to save this though on my lift. Let's do that. Save. Leave it there for a sec. Because these guns is what I want. And just to make sure my horizontal... I mean, it's good enough. I think that's what I'll go with. So what I really want to build right now is the nozzle switcher. Yeah, the nozzle switcher. How do I do that? Trying to think here. The nozzle switcher that I could build, I could... Let's take all of this off, because these guns are good to go. And I have invisible buttons in my world somewhere. Yeah, right here. And right here. Alright, the nozzle switcher. We're going to pretend this is our setup right here. There we go. Just changing the nozzle with the smart engine. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I need a bearing for that. And then I'm going to have 4 different nozzles, or just 3. I'm not sure yet. No, don't do that. That's why I need to build it on my lift. The thing is, I don't know how this is going to look to the first-person camera, and I also want to tilt the entire thing up so that it like sort of points up relative to where you're looking, and it needs like at least 5 degrees upwards. So let's I mean, we yeah, no, this will work. This will work just fine, I think. So if we do one spud gun like this, that's going to be the one that moves back and forth. And then the rest are just settings for the gun. And the last one could be blank, I think. Or just maybe like a single shot, like a shotgun maybe? I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Like super spread? I don't know what the point of that is, though. So then, to build the actual switcher, you need... Like this logic I would just probably put on... Oh no, I got rid of the smart engine! I would just probably put all this logic though on the main body, like on the metal bridge there. So it's not in the way and not, you know, weighing the gun down. So the switcher itself, we're just gonna do... a counter to set the speed, which can just be 100. Doesn't have to be too fast. And then a counter to do this is definitely a lazy way to set it up. You know, abusing the use of tick buttons for this. But we do 100 minus 10. And that'll increment by 90 every press. And because I want to actually test this, I kind of have to do something like this. You don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, so switching would be this button right here. Boop. 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 Very easy setup. Yeah, very easy setup. It would take the same number of blocks if I were to do like a multiplication times 90 for one tick. So I think sometimes it's good to just use tick buttons like that. So I have the switcher. Now, this logic is also supposed to be... I think I messed up here. The switcher itself needs to be better. Put down a block. Just get any old sensor, any old regular sensor. Is that the way I want to do it? What? Yes, this is the way I want to do it. Because which... Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way I do it, does it? I'm a dingus. I could do it with a smart sensor and, like, color-coded spud guns. Which is what I wanted to do in the first place, but, like, if it senses one color, do some... I think it's easier to just do it like this, with vanilla sensors, and then 4 different logic gates. So, the shoot signal... I don't have a logic thing for that. The shoot signal will go into 4 different logic gates, or 3 for now. And then the sensor has to be the deciding factor, pretty much. And then we gotta set, yeah, it's just a distance of 1. That's good. That's good, because then we just put a little beepity boopity bop right there. So then, when I press this switch, only 1 gun activates at a time. And that's it. So then the guns would be like so, like so, like so. Nice. Oh, yeah, they don't have continuous fire on right now. Let's bring that down, turn that on. That's gonna get loud and annoying pretty quick. Turn down my volume. Actually, you know what? Turn it up again. No. But instead of... Oh my god. There you go. Instead of doing it for my stream, I'm just doing it in-game. So I can hear it too. Dude, the entire thing's moving. Stop. This doesn't seem to affect anything anyway. Well, it's still going backwards. Okay, how about you stop shooting? No. Okay, actually stop shooting for a sec. Well, whatever. Anyway, this is exactly what I need to build. Let's go ahead and try to stick it on the actual build. Now that I know what I'm doing. Ish. I sort of know what I'm doing. Okay, so over here we want another thing like back there, actually, because we need to angle the entire thing upwards to sort of account for the bullet drop. Imagine how fast that would kill a farm bot. Pretty darn fast. I mean, if you ask me, there's other ways that that the game could have handled, like, damage and the amount of health something has. It's it feels like it's really thrown together, the way, you know, enemies have the amount. It's not even important. Not important how much health enemies have in the game. It's probably going to change in the future anyway. I need to put this on my lift. There we go. And so then the entire thing can be up 15 degrees. Doesn't matter how fast. So we take it off the lift. And we have an entire gun thing here. Like this. Okay, that it's not supposed to be a giant wood in between the dwarf's legs. It's really not supposed to be a giant woody. But also I got the bearings wrong here. I mean, I got them very wrong. Very, very wrong. No, my corner is stuck in the ground. But anyway, now you can see the tip of the gun, right? That was the whole point. So now, wait a second. Let me see again real quick. I can see about four and a half blocks of my woody. You got to remember, I still haven't tested this wall. I don't know if 9 buttons per pixel is good. This is ridiculous. Okay, so 4.5. There's the switcher. Seems so quiet now without constant spud gun firing. Put the pipe. There you go. And, you know, we can actually stick the logic gates right in here. Make my life a tiny, tiny bit easier. Now, spud gun right here. Spud gun down here. And bearing. Spud gun on bearing. Okay, so now we need just a spread of 25, 50 for the velocity. I don't know if the velocity is going to be any good. That's it. And then this one was the exact same thing with no spread. And 100 velocity. Very focused. There you go. And then this one was the exact same, I think. Let me go check. With 70 velocity. Got it. Well, I don't know, put pink for that. I don't actually know the colors. Does anybody in the chat know the colors for the PowerWash Simulator nozzles? I know there's a green nozzle and a white nozzle, and I think that I have them. Like the green nozzle is the one with a lot of spread, and the white nozzle is the very focused one. But I don't know any of the other colors. And right now I'm doing like a flat, linear kind of... continuous fire. Yeah, so I have white, green. I don't know what the pink is. Yeah, I mean, you can say the colors, but you got to tell me what the colors actually do in the game. I'm trying to be close to the game as possible. And I'm going to include the, like, just a focused nozzle, a very spread out, wide nozzle. This one's going to be just a flat nozzle. Very, very flat, so I think I can show it right here, right? There you go. There's no horizontal. I mean, it's all horizontal. There's no vertical spread. It's just horizontal. That's what I'm building right now. So red is focused, white is max spread. Oh, is that it? Okay. We'll go red for the focus one. The white is the max spread. I guess we'll do that. Actually, yeah, the spread was like 1 for that one. White is 45 red, 0 green, 25. I guess we'll go with the green for this flat one. I don't know if there's a color, or I mean, I don't know if there's a difference in the colors between like flat and conical, like a cone shape. But I guess we'll just go with that. Yeah, okay, so 2 things. We need the logic for the switcher, which is right here, super easy. As a matter of fact, it's so easy, I'm gonna take it. Just like that. Yeah. Before I connect that to the seats, though, let's get our switch here. And that's got to be connected to the logic gates, and then the logic gates to the spud guns. There, this one goes there, and the top one does not have a spud gun, which is perfectly okay. You know, maybe I'll stick a water gun on there. I don't know. No, that was just a joke. This engine goes here. Okay. Now we need the horizontal spread logic, which I forget the value that I put in here. Tell me the value that you have. Is it just 10? Is it 5, 10? It's 10. So a spread of 10 multiplied by a sine wave that's continuously counting up when the spud gun got it. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna take it. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Boop. Taking it. I'm taking it. Lazy building. That's the way that I like to do it. Let me tell you, I'm kind of really lazy. Like, well, the reason why my arms are dead today is because I worked out yesterday, and man, oh man, if you don't do that for a while, or because like it wasn't even that intense of a workout, but like I can't bend my arms too far in either direction today. And it's because my body knows, it's like, hey, you're supposed to be a lazy sack of garbage. What are you doing these physical exercise for, huh? And now I'm punished. Okay, so you stick that right there. And when we're using this logic gate right here to do the back and forth. There you go. So that way the nozzle's not gonna shake even if you're not shooting water. And that's the way that it works too, right? I also could have built, now that I'm thinking out loud, I feel like I need to do it. Instead of just like a horizontal thing, there's like a spiral thing that you could do, which is like, basically you put, oh my gosh, I must show you now. I have to show you. I can't show you like this though. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. There is this. You know, it's fine, actually. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the spiral thing, but I'm going to build it to show you anyway. No, you know, I thought I was doing it right, but I'm doing it on the outside. And then you just stick the spud gun on this here like this. You set the angle on number 2, like so. And then just spin number 1. Yeah, so it just comes out in like a spiral. Well, let's do every second tick or something, so that we're not killing our game. I mean, we don't have to kill our game, but there you go. You can see the spiral. It's gonna get loud. I don't have the polygon engines anymore, huh? There's never enough hotbars, let me tell you. Never enough hotbar. Don't need those RGB blocks anymore, so we can use this. Oh! I'm a dingus. The gun will do it. The gun is gonna put enough force to turn it. I am a dingus. That's exactly it. And if you put 2 guns, like, you know, on either side. Anyway, I'm not going to include that in this build because my gun's already too big. It's already too big. Yeah, so we're just going to leave that empty, I think. How long does the chat take to get to me? There's maybe like a 15-second delay. I don't know. I just don't look over a chat too much. I mean, I could look over a chat all day. Just read nothing but chat. We'd basically be on, what is it, Omegle? Except I'm chatting to like 70 people at the same time. Just looking at chat. But like then I won't be able to be like playing the game. I won't be able to build something. So I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing here. You need a yellow nozzle. What does a yellow nozzle do? What does a yellow nozzle do? I'm gonna continue with what I'm doing, but I may or may not include a yellow nozzle. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes and how it looks. That's the big thing, how it looks at the end, because it's. I'm trying not to make it too bulky. Yellow is more focused than green, but less than red. Alright. I see what you're saying, but it's probably not going to be necessary for this. Sorry, not sorry. This is scrap mechanic that we're dealing with here, and all of the compromises that I had to make along the way, it's not going to make a difference. I think like people are only going to be able to notice very focused or very spread out. And in between, it's just going to be like, people are going to want one or the other, I think. It's, I mean, maybe we'll see when we get there. I still have yet to actually test it, so. What was I doing? Wait, yeah, what was I doing? What part am I stuck on? Oh yeah. The logic that I just welded on here. No, it's good to go. It's good to go. Is it good to go? I think we're good to go. We are good in this neighborhood. Simulator wall. Test 2. All right. Oh, I'm a dingus. I didn't add anything to this. This is just to switch guns and to turn it on. Okay. Did I actually make it, though? Our first gun is the very focused gun. Very spread out gun. Oh, I'm a dingus. I did forget something. I need to paint that logic gate pink because of the way that number logic counts up a counter. I want it to count up by hundreds of degrees every second. That could also be one of the reasons why the spread came out more on the sides. 100 degrees on sine. Yeah, I don't really think it's that important to. It'll be fine, I think. But I was just thinking that like a sine wave repeats every 180 degrees or something like that. So, basically, there's if my repeating loop is going by 100 every time, then there's an 80 degree difference or a negative 20 degree difference if you're counting by 200s. So my back and forth of this nozzle is going to show up more on the sides instead of the middle. And then the middle is going to go every 20 degrees. Like 20 degree increments in between. So if I slow that down to something that's definitely not the right speed, it should at least hit. Oh, see, that looks so much more satisfying too, though. How about we like double or triple that and call it a day? Lazy solutions are the way to go. Honestly, it looks way better than, like, for the edges, repeating too much. It already looks better. I also wish that you could change the color of the spuds. So if we're shooting a gun and we're changing, the guns just stop and start up automatically. Alright, turn it off here. Leave it like this. Pick it up one more time on my lift. Really lagging my game, oh my gosh. And I'm just giving this thing some extra feet. Durf, a sine wave repeats every 360 degrees. Oh yeah, my bad. It's not, I mean, I was thinking There, I was just in another realm. I saw the 2, like I know 2 pi radiant, but like the 2 somehow in my brain was just like half of 360. I mean, it is. That's like what the radiant. Well, it's not important. It's not important. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's great. All right, just get rid of it. You know, it's on my list. I'm gonna save it. I think we're ready for the final test number 1 to see if the choice of 9 buttons was even good. Look how many buttons are on there, all invisible. 17,028. Okay, so PowerWash Simulator. Ready in all caps. Test 1. I don't know. I'm naming so many things in my blueprint in my lift. It's a disgusting mess in my lift. Complete garbage. The lift menu really needs so many improvements, like the ability for me to filter or to add tags to my blueprints, so that I can just say like PowerWash RGB. If I wanted to filter my entire lift for what's in the blueprint, like to get, and it's just, it's not even important. Not even. I overall, it's the same thing all over again. I wish Axolot had like a proper place to get like full-on suggestions for their game, like what I would do with their blueprint menu. I can't really put that in a single tweet. I can't really create a video presentation for that. I just need to talk to Axolot about it. And Axolot don't talk. Wait, so I did save it, right? I did save it. I can delete this. Okay. Test numero 1. Finally, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Gun. This is, yeah, the very, you know, let's do the very precise one first. Definitely something's going wrong there. They're not supposed to come out green and yellow. It might have been because like the spud guns were hitting it way too fast. But so far, yeah, what? Yeah, what? Why is this happening? It seems to be working good, except for those random ones that changed like a color. Why are they changing the wrong color? I don't know, something about like the fast gun really messed up those pixels. But I guess that's what the point of testing, so. Nice, I can get a perfect line. Okay, let's aim for the very bottom then. Yeah, it seems to be something about like multiple potatoes hitting multiple buttons. This was one of the reasons why I preferred having just one button per pixel, even if it was a little bit more difficult to hit. Okay, let's go ahead and try that. Oops, I almost exited my game. Alright, let's go ahead and try that, see if it actually fixes. I used to be a fan of pizza Hawaii, but now I got taste. You're talking about pineapple on pizza? Like the Hawaiian pizzas. What is it? Pineapple bacon? Alright, so pull out this, oh gosh, is it going to be easier for me to just delete the stuff that I don't want? or for me to rebuild the entire wall? What is easier for me to do? Probably just to do it like this. Wait a second, there are some buttons missing there. Is there some buttons missing elsewhere? Did the shots somehow go in between buttons? Oh, I'm starting to think that rebuilding the wall is going to be easier. Okay, so how much was that? That was 16 by 12. Yeah, the gun is technically separate. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna spend my time here deleting 8 out of the 9 buttons for each pixel. Let's just take the wall. Delete. Oh, got my frames back. It feels so smooth. Here is where we're gonna weld the wall, the new wall. Okay, now let's just go build a wall. Alright. You have YouTube Premium? Nice, dude. I mean, I don't have YouTube Premium. I kind of wish that I did, but at the same time, every time YouTube's asking me, "Hey, do you want to, give us money?" I'm just like, "No, I kind of need it." I mean, that's my attitude with like so many things too. Like, I would definitely spend. Well, would I definitely? If I'm not spending money now, why would I spend money when I have it? But that's definitely my thought. That's definitely the way that I think sometimes. Like, if I was a millionaire type of thing, then it's more or less like frivolous to get a premium service for something. Or, for all I know, there's also like deals that people make. For whatever reason, it feels like rich people get things like YouTube Premium for free anyway, simply because of who they are or their status or something like that. So even a poor person like me being offered YouTube Premium, just like, thanks but no thanks. I kind of need to, get to the point where I can actually do that, and it makes sense, right? Save that as B. For 1B. 1 button, 1B. Save. There's 4. Durf, it's my first time watching your streams. My steams. Nice. Well, welcome to the stream. Prepare to be disappointed. I don't know why. I mean, maybe if you're looking at people talking about beans in my chat, you might get disappointed. But hey, welcome. Are you subba-lubba dubbed? Subba-wubba hubbed? Shmubba-lubba nub? Crubba-grubba bub? I don't know what was happening there. But the question remains, are you subbed? Oh, man. Durf, stop, you can't. Oh, I can keep going. I can... Oh, yeah, I guess it did sound like Rick and Morty, didn't it, huh? I wasn't even thinking that. There's 16, and then we just need like 12 of those. All right, so as you can see by the ghost image here from the well tool, I'm using just one button instead of 8, 9. So it's going to be a little bit harder to actually directly hit the buttons, but I think that's going to play out a little bit better than the previous test did, especially with the glitches. That's my hope, is that the glitches was just because of multiple buttons being hit. Now this is 64. And then we just need a good old 3 of these before our FPS is back down to not 60. Can I actually... Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, okay, cool. I can just climb up. That's kind of useful. Now let's hope that I can do it again. Oh, no, duh, I can't. This one's on the lift. Sometimes I'm a really... Like, I just put it on my left. How could I forget? But this one, I should be able to climb up. Yeah, because I forget the invisible buttons are there because I can't see them. Out of sight, out of mind. But, like, the invisible... It acts as a ladder. Oh, come on. I know you can... I literally put it one block too high. Parkour! Parkour! Alright, here we go. Finally, the moment of truth. Um, 192. Save. Pardon me, I need you to expose your underside for me, such that I may grab it. Thank you very much. Alright. Alright. Weld that onto there. And that shall be named PowerWash Simulator Ready Test 2. Power Scrub. Power Scrub Emulator. Test 2. Okay, you're good, you're good. We're all good. We're good in this neighborhood. Alright, let's go with the big one. The big one. Let's just go straight up and down right here, like we did before. And I think that's pretty good. Let's go one spot. And that's not good. It's not good. One tick in between. Let's try that. One tick in between. Whoa there, camera control. I thought I had it, but then it's not. What? Oh! Pushing me there for a little bit. Okay, let me test something real quick, just to make sure it's not. Okay, yeah, this does work, right? This does actually work like it's supposed to. It's literally just that hitting it too fast is too fast for this. I should be able to fix that then by changing the rate at which, like I should be able to do, what is it, at least 2? Shouldn't really matter for the white one. So it's not firing quite as often. Nah, we were still able to break the logic there. Yeah, same with that one. Alright, let's try 3 ticks. Alright, so far that seems to be pretty incapable of breaking the colors. I think we got it. See, now this makes me wonder. I could do the first test all over again. The buttons don't matter. That's what we learned today. The buttons don't matter. The only thing the buttons are going to affect is how easy it is to actually clean up. So let's go ahead and delete test 2. Pull out test 1 again. There we go. And let's adjust these spud guns. Reload time for 3. That's velocity 1. Reload time 2 for this one. I just want to make sure it's shot projectiles. Meh. We'll have to keep testing and see. And then 3 for this one as well, just to make sure. Okay, save test 1 with these new settings. Let's see if we can break the thing that I just built. That's right. I don't have to care too much about hitting the middle of these pixels. Kind of forget that. We're just testing to see if I can then break the colors by hitting it too quickly. And it seems like, yeah, it just seems like the tick delay on the gun was all that's needed. So this is great. Let's do the next gun. This does have a faster tick rate. And there might be, like, right now we're leaving it up to chance pretty much, where two spuds are going to hit the switch fast enough. The pixel already has to be the step just before being perfectly clean for 2 spuds to line up to break the color. So I think we're going to be okay with this. As a matter of fact, I think we can even go faster. Let's go back to 0. Back to 0 on this one. Let's get this corner down here. No. Okay, see, that was too fast. That broke the colors. So back to 2. Back to 2 it is. Alright, and then the last one. Yeah, this was kind of afraid. Putting a tick delay on this one. You know, maybe it's not needed. Maybe it's not needed at all, because this one's moving anyway. Oh, but it's firing like 2 spuds in chunks. Why are you doing that? I mean, this seems to be better, but like you can very clearly see there's two gaps in my back and forth there. Like it's hitting center, left, and right, but not the places in between, or just very rarely. But this seems to be the better way to do this horizontal spread. All right. And yeah, that was that a messed up pixel before, or was I just not paying attention? I have no idea. I guess the third gun's not even going to be used all that much anyway, now that I'm like looking at what I built. But I think this is it. I think this is the final version of what I'm going to be going with here. So I think, yeah. I'll just, you know, package this up in a nice little video being like, hello everyone, welcome to some more Scrap Mechanic. Or no, I'll probably do a stupid intro like, I'm playing PowerWash Simulator, and then I just load up Scrap Mechanic. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, I think test one, let's just build it, make sure everything's good to go. And then I think I'll rename that one for the actual thing I'll put up on the workshop. So reload time of 3. Reload time of 2 is okay for that one because it's super spread. As a matter of fact, yeah. This one needs a reload time of 3 as well. Yeah, and we're doing the version that has all the buttons, so you don't have to carry, you don't have to, you know, worry too much about where you're aiming. All right. Could you use this with RGB wedge blocks? That is exactly what I'm doing, actually. You can see in my hotbar, this thing is a wedge piece. I just put them all facing backwards so that there's a flat surface. But and I did this because I didn't want to have to put the individual RGB blocks to cover a 3x3 space. So it's a little bit fewer parts. I did have the idea, like, I did try earlier in the stream what it would be like if you did, oh, you know what, we can pull it out. We can pull it out. This is just fine the way that it is. Actually, no, I wanna pull it out again. Pull this out. Delete this entire half. And then pull out the wall that we built earlier. This one. Of single pixels. That's why all the logic is like super crammed together. We're gonna do it with single pixels. Right here. Really lag my game. And but yeah, that's kind of the problem with this, is that it's just not big enough. Yeah, definitely too small of a target. But this would be pretty cool because it's then a resolution of individual pixels. You know, let's try to... I don't know, I was thinking maybe you could draw something because... I don't know, because you could. But yeah, the problem with this then is that it's just way too... See, this covers the entire thing pretty much. So that's just way too much. Or it's way too small. Even the horizontal spread is just, you know, 2 sections. It's a good idea and all that, but how Scrap Mechanic is able to make that idea come to life is kind of limited, just because of, well, just because of this. Like, it's going to take more and more logic that lags the game. Or it's the thing that makes me consider, like, maybe I just make a power washing simulator mod in Scrap Mechanic, where you build with all the parts, and just shooting them will change their change their color. Yeah, based on what you painted it or something like that. Then you would be able to like have thousands of them in the game, and you wouldn't need extra logic to basically do the functions that I'm telling it to do now. Anyway, that's I'm using the 3x3, this big guy, for the pixels instead, and I think it turned out a little bit better. All right, so let's delete that, and we'll just put this. Oh no, not test 2, test 1. Here we go, test 1. And then rename it PowerWash Simulator. PowerWash Simulator. Wall. It takes the mod pack polygons, mod pack invisible, the RGB polygons, 2 different kinds of polygons, and the mountable spud gun thing. Adjustable, mountable, spud gun mod. Okay, list of mods under here. The mod pack polygons. Polygons 3.0, the blue RGB ones. The mod pack invisible. And those are all the mods. All right. I'm just trying to think, like, is there anything else that I missed? Not really. Anything that I want to change about it before I just upload it? Or anything else that I have to do? See, like, all of those blue blocks in the back, all of the blue blocks could be just one block. But then I'd have to do the manual work of connecting that one block to where all of these blue blocks are connected to. Instead, I just went the lazy route, made a module that I copy-paste. I think that's it. I think we're good in this neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just upload this to the workshop. You guys can... Oops, I didn't mean to build it. I'll just upload this to the workshop. You guys can enjoy it. I am not entirely sure if it's going to end up being a dedicated video. But you know, I'm sure some people don't always watch the live streams, so somebody's gonna appreciate it as a 10-minute video or something like that. Visibility public. There you go. That's on the workshop. PowerWash Simulator wall. Yeah, and I listed the mods in the description because again, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to list it on the workshop should automatically do that, but whatever, that's a story for another day. I think we're done for today, folks. Wait, are we done for today? There was something else that I wanted to do today. But I took you way too long, like 3 hours just to build this, so let's see. I'm looking over my notes. Yeah, I'm pretty, I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I think it's time for me to go. Just get something to eat, move on with my day. Maybe prepare for recording this 10-minute video. I don't know. I could just take so much of the... Look, people don't want to come to a 10-minute video to watch the hours that went into building this thing, right? Like, I showed you guys so many different complicated ways of building the exact same thing. Where is it? Where is it? Here? This PowerWash prototypes. So many different ways of doing the exact same pixel color control thing. Using wireless routers and stuff. Different ways of wiring it up. Like, all of this is super interesting, but I don't think I'm even going to include any of it in the video. Maybe just this one to explain that you don't have to do RGB channels. You can just do from one decimal to the other. And you can still do a gradient that way with just one number. You don't have to split it into 3. But 3 color channels is useful if you want, you don't want to touch the other color channels at all. Like if you wanted to leave green at 60, but still adjust the red. Anyway, Durf, follow the cinnamon toast recipe. Oh, what's that? Have enough crunch? I'm pretty sure this this thing that I built right here is pretty crunchy. Cinnamon and raw sugar on toast is the best. All right. Yeah, thanks Shadow Wolf 28. I'm a sub to wait, you're saying I'm a sub to you. I don't know if you're saying that to me or if you're saying that's to somebody else in the chat. Like, yeah, I'll sub to your channel. It's just somebody else that. Well, thank you for all the subs. Very much appreciated. Let's I don't have the nuke. No, I don't have the nuke. I do have the nuke. Yes. What? Always a great way to end things is a giant nuclear explosion. Don't tell Putin that, but it's always a great way to end things, you know? Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Kablooey! Oh, fireworks. And all the trees hate me for it. Yeah! That's always fun. Yeah! Gotta love these freeze frames, too. I think my game actually just died because all of the trees that are now loose on the ground have to be broken apart by the nuke. So, so it was cutting down the trees earlier. Hey, there you go. Now they're in pieces. You can see them? They're in pieces. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. Great way to do farming. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for the likes and subs, all the love and support. Mucho apreciato. Hope you guys have fun with my thingy. And yeah, check out the crappy video that I'm gonna make from this stream, from the idea. See you when that happens. Bye, folks. Join my Discord. There should be a link in the description if you want to hop in the Discord. I'm sometimes in there.